Welcome everyone, Vic here with a live broadcast about how to get higher email open rates on your emails. Now, how this hangout came to be is I was tweeting out a post and my post went viral. So that means a lot of people want to know this information because many people are finding that a very small percentage of people are opening their emails today in 2014. So I'm going to show you the tactics that I use and the secrets and strategies for email marketers all over the world. And I'd like to take a moment here to introduce our newest, actually I'm going to go to Justine first. Justine, welcome. We met because of an email autoresponder series I created almost 2 years ago. And you've been getting emails from me for like how long? I mean, and then all of a sudden you thought, oh gosh, you got this email that says, I want to help you, and had my phone number in it. You called, and we talked, and we just had this instant connection. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how the story.
So my name is Justine, and I'm originally from San Diego, but I live in Virginia because my husband's in the military. I've been growing my business, my feng shui business, for about 5 years, and I was on my way to DC this past weekend, and I was looking through my email, and I'm like, oh, this is very interesting. Who's this Victor guy? And I'm like, okay. And I clicked on the email and figured out how that he had this awesome content and wanted to help, and he wants to help you specifically. So I found that intriguing that someone really saw or really wants to help other people. So I was like, okay, that's awesome, and here's a video and a phone number. And normally I don't call people right away. I just kind of, figure out what the pros and cons are before I do that. And I just decided just to step out and just be like, all right, universe, I'm going to call this person and let's see what comes up from it. So I called and I ended up talking to Victor, and we just connected, and it was great. So here I am.
Awesome. Well, thank you. You're so welcome, and I'm so glad to help you with your business, with your feng shui, and now you're on my marketing team. Up, sweetie. John, you're my mentor, my sponsor, my friend, my client. The camera's on you. I love your hat.
You like it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a local
fortune recently with your online marketing activity and your telephone stuff, and you're always such an inspiration. Thank you for coming on this hangout. I'm going to teach you something that I would like you to take to heart today. But before I do that, I just want you to just give us a little 1 or 2 minute synopsis of your background. It's like, I understand you actually sold servers to Google back in the early days. Uh-oh, we lost John.
Your voice connection is bad on your end. I don't know if it's on my end.
I can hear you fine.
Is my voice connection? Okay, good. All right, so you went kind of blurry there. So forget about all that inspiration stuff. Let's just talk the straight scoop here. If I can inspire, it's because I'm open-minded. I'm interested in helping people. And if they'll meet me, I'll meet them. Meaning, I don't give like I used to give. I call it codependent giving, where I just give and give and give until I drop. And people don't respond, because when people are not ready to respond, they're not going to. So instead, I'm there to meet them where they want to be met. And what I've come to find, even before people look at a business to run, and I've been doing business consulting with all kinds of size companies, not just home-based businesses, I've come to realize that people need to be ready, willing, and able. If they're not all three of those things, then I'm not going to expend any more than they expend. If they are all those three things, they'll see me exceed what they expect. Because I'm a giver, right? But I don't want to give to the wrong process. So I've been involved with Empower Network and actually sponsored Victor into the business. And I took some time off from it because I wasn't seeing some of the elements that I wanted in it. Being a business systems guy, I'm looking for something that looks like a business in a box. I can't help people grow in their financial world unless I have a business in a box. Then I can say, here's the box, it's all contained, follow us. But if I have to say, well, here's some of the business, good luck, then I don't feel good in my heart to say that that's a business that will help them to make their goals happen. So with Empower and the new set of things that are coming out right now, I've always loved Dave Wood, who's a wonderful guy. I spent time with him in Costa Rica when I first met him 2 years ago, almost to the day right now. But again, I didn't feel good about, from where I come from, a franchise guy, someone who looks for things to be processed and systematized. I didn't feel good about it. Now I do. With the top producer formula, now it's all fitting together for me, and so now I'll be promoting it again because that's okay. It feels good in my heart to do that. So that's how I start. That's how I finish. Everything in between is me just applying things I've learned to help people to succeed, and I'm looking forward to do it as often as people want to. But I won't exceed what you will exceed unless I see you expend in a set amount of energy. And I don't make anybody wrong about it. It's just a matter of, are you ready, willing, and able? Are you ready to make money? Are you ready to take the time it takes to make money? Because there's no pill people can get that to swallow and they get success. One of the books that I'm teaching from and I'm reading again is The Compound Effect. And Darren Hardy, from the publisher of Success Magazine, is very apt to write that book. And it's nice and small. Where is it? What's by here? Oh well. I'm going to be teaching from it later today. So you guys can both come and everybody else every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And it's been great to go back to that book and see how simple it can be to find your way. See, I always say that if people don't have their compass reading, it doesn't matter what business is on the back end. If they don't know that they're going to South Pacific and they're going to specifically go to Tahiti and they're going to go to the capital of Tahiti, they don't have their compass reading. And they're going to end up in Fiji, which is not terrible, right? But still not where they wanted to go. And that's my biggest pet peeve, is that people want to jump into business and make money and they don't really look at what it's going to take to get their head right. Their head's right, then in God's good grace, me look at trees, acres and acres. If God can create all that, then we can have financial independence too. But people stop themselves. So anyway, enough about all that. I guess I just want to make sure people know that I'm here for them. I want to help them. I believe in this Business Empower Network. I have other businesses too, but we're talking about this business right now. It is a business in a box. Follow what's being said, and you will succeed. But make sure you know what you want, because you can't succeed unless you know what you want. I want $10,000 a month in income. I want it to be, done by 3 months from now. I want to be making $10,000 a month, or whatever it might be. If you don't get that, then the mind can't wrap itself around succeeding. It just sort of floats. Well, maybe I'll watch a little TV tonight. I don't think I have manana on the other things. That's okay. The next day, I shouldn't read this thing. I know it pretty well. I know that I'm supposed to take 4 steps to get better at life. And this kind of adds up. That's what I find with people. So anyway, that probably not what you wanted me to say, Victor, but it's what came to my heart. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Justina. What do you have to say about that? What's your feeling on that? Because I sort of, it's so funny. I titled this thing "How to Get 60% Email Open Rates," and we haven't yet talked about that. And I'm actually I have a PowerPoint presentation that we're gonna do. So, please stick around for that. It's not going to take very long, but I want to get these salient points across. What do you think about what John just said, Justine?
I think it's great how he put it. I mean, a lot of the time, success is a mindset, I feel, and I feel a lot of times if you don't have the right tools to get to where you where you want to go in a sense, and you're kind of like hitting a brick wall on a constant basis. But if you have a system that works and that's in place to help you succeed, how badly do you want it? Are you going to push hard, or are you just going to give up at the first, obstacle that you get? So it's important to have that perseverance and that mindset, and also a group of people that will support you in where you're trying to go.
The team is important. You're right, Justine. And that's something we offer too. And you can't do it yourself. Mastermind is not something new to any of us. It's really well outlined in Think and Grow Rich. It's the book that we study in the group that I'm a part of too. Masterminds are what we have here. We're going to mastermind. What I want to get across today is that Victor is super successful and capable at the minutia of all the details that have to be done to do well on the internet. Mm-hmm. And the reason he and I are a good team is that I'm super successful at having people's mindset in the right place so that they can actually receive the good gifts that Victor shows them. Because the reason Victor gets frustrated, and I know this about him, is that he knows his tools are wonderful, absolutely great. But if people come across his tools and they have the wrong mindset, then they're going to take him left instead of straight ahead, or right instead of straight ahead. And so that's why he and I are a good team. That's why I emphasize what I do right now. I'm talking about something other than email, because I know Victor will do a good job in covering that. But I believe what I do has to come first. Sorry about that, Victor. If people don't get their head right, they won't have the results they want from the email. They just won't. It's just crazy. But that's the way it's got to be done. I've seen it over and over in my own life, and I've seen it in people I've mentored. So we're going to always on this team have mindset. Like I said, Justine, you're welcome to come, and I can get you the resources today to come and listen.
Okay.
And be a part of Chapter 1 we're going to review in a book called The Compound Effect at 6 o'clock your time on the East.
Okay.
And everybody else who listens to this, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we do this call, and we're working through the book called The Compound Effect, which is only have 6 chapters, so it's not like some really big deal. So anyway, Victor, I've blown up the topic of your meeting.
That's okay. It's the good thing about this is that I'll be able to slice and dice this Google Hangout and split it up into different training modules. And this is the live one that's a bonus for our team just to get to know us, as we move forward into becoming top producers. So I've got the camera on. Justine, do you have any questions before I begin the presentation?
Not yet. Not right now.
Okay, cool. Because you're an expert. I mean, I looked at you. It's like you're definitely one of the top feng shui people in the world. I looked at your clientele, your rates, your stuff like that. It's like, wow, such an honor to get to know you. And if I can help you grow your business, awesome. Okay, so here I'm going to clap. Okay, clap. Why do you want to clap in a video? Well, because when you're looking at the audio of it, it shows up as a spike. So that way you can quickly scan through the replay to slice things up in a good way. I learned this from another fellow on my team who used to shoot Mythbusters. So let me go and bring up my screen. You should see my screen now. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This right here is part of my software called Search Triggers, which everyone who joins us in the Top Producer Formula and what I'm calling SuperiorProducer.com is a series of tools. And Superior Producer has the Top Producer Formula, Search Triggers, and then John's Mindset Training. All of these 3 things together work hand in glove. So this is what happens. I've been sort of slaying it with Twitter.
Okay.
I've had major agencies following me in Twitter, and I'm doing a special Twitter training for our team. But this is the post that I'm talking about today, because immediately this post went viral. As you can see, people favorite it, And then I have this stats. There's actually some ninja stuff in Twitter now that allows you to see your stats, allows you to see how many times your tweets are retweeted, who retweets them, all kinds of really cool stuff. But this was the one that a lot of people in the email marketing space started resharing. And all I did was I added the hashtag email marketing, and now I'm an expert in the email marketing space on Twitter. Wow. And so all these other email marketers around the internet are looking for me. Hey, I'm not getting 60% open rates. How are you doing it? So that's the purpose of today's presentation, is to deliver this value back to our community, and Search Triggers is an important part of that. And so I'm going to lock the camera on me. You guys can jump in anytime you want. I'm just going to bring up my PowerPoint. I created it today for you guys. So are you seeing this?
Yes.
Okay. How to get 60% open rate on email. Step-by-step guide for business owners. Okay? This is important. Okay, so the first step is to split your lists. Business and free. This is one of my secrets. I had such a major response to this. I have about 130,000 people in my list. Now that's my big list. I have maybe 5,000 or 6,000 people in my opt-in list. But my big list is being generated from multiple sources. We sell domain names. We sell hosting. We sell. My primary business sells, websites. John, you're one of our customers. So we have lots and lots of emails from many, many different sources. They're not just saying, oh, give us your name and email address, we'll have a free ebook. It's way different. So by segmenting your list into business versus free, what I did was I deleted all my free email services after I made a copy of the list. So I made a copy of the list. I went through, and I'm going to show you step by step in a private hangout if you need help in how to exactly do this. I'm just going to give you the 30,000-foot view in this presentation. Whatever software you need to do is you have to delete everybody who's Gmail, Yahoo, and Hotmail from the copied list. Why? Because that'll give you a list of, my email address is vic@workwithvic.com. So you're actually dealing with people who have websites that are business owners that are in the space with you, and you'll get a much, much higher response and open rate on that. So I call this my business list. Then I purged that list against the other list, and what's left is my free list. So now I have two lists. One is my free, and the other one is my business. Okay, now you have to determine your avatar. Now there is a training inside of your back office that talks about how to do that, but I'll just give you the salient points of this. Each list has its own demographic and psychographic. People who use free email expect free offers. That's just a simple psychological shift. If you're sending to someone on Gmail, send them lots and lots of free stuff. But if you start sending free junk to business owners, like the chief marketing officer of a Fortune 500 company, they're going to get pissed off. So you have to be sure to not send free ebooks and free, hey, come to my free seminar, come to my free whatever, all this free stuff. Don't send that to people that are business owners. They want the bottom line approach, and they want to know how your communication is going to help their business. It's crucial, guys. Don't send the same message to everybody. And that's so easy to fall into that trap with opt-in. As I've said in many cases, I'm a huge fan of opt-in, but it's got to be done correctly. So keep that in mind when writing your initial email. Your avatar is a single person in your list that you are speaking to as an individual. Imagine their age, sex, and income level. This is a key point. When you're writing an email, you want to write to a single person, even though it's going to thousands or tens of thousands of people, or hundreds of people if you're just getting started. You want to know who that person is, you want to give them a name, and you want to speak to them as an individual. I'm going to put in a non sequitur here, but take a guess. Who do you think the Marlboro cigarettes are targeting? It's a guy on a cowboy hat and he's on a horse. Okay, who are they targeting? Who are the biggest buyers of that? Do you know, Justine?
Maybe people that are from Texas.
No, well, that's a good guess, but no, the Marlboro Man and the Marlboro Target, ever since Marlboro came into existence, is targeting teenage girls.
Oh, wow.
Why? Because they have a fantasy of a cowboy on a horse riding them off into mating. So that's the avatar. So when you know your avatar, you have to ask yourself, what kind of a communication would that person want? And always talk to that one person, so you're building a relationship with that person over time. So the next thing we did in our business is we sent a survey to each list. We hired an independent firm to do this. Now you might not have the resources to do that, but we did. And take a look at these numbers. You can see that the majority of our people are in the demographic of 45 to 54. Why? Well, because that's my age group. Okay? But you can see it's almost like a bell curve. Okay? Why is this important? Well, I may want to change my avatar. If I know my avatar is in the age range of 45 to 54, you don't want to begin an email saying, hey, dude, what's going on? Right? That would be more for like an 18 to 24 or 25 demographic. So you need to segment your list according to the demographic and the avatar. A lot of people do it based on the product. That's not a good idea. It's much better to offer multiple products, multiple ideas, multiple processes to people based on their avatar. Okay? So the purpose of the survey is to determine your actual demographic versus your beliefs about your demographics. See, I thought my list was mostly 25 to 35. Well, when I send out a survey, I got back that no, my demographic is actually older, so I want to tailor my messages to an older demographic. Okay, so here's some recent emails. This is in the last couple of days. Now you can see that, look at that one, that 1,150 contacts, 919 opens. Okay, that's like better than 60% open rate. Why? Because I've built a relationship with this group over time. Okay, so I create sub-lists of people who frequently open my emails in a given category. For example, if I'm promoting Google Hangouts, the same people might be coming to my Google Hangouts. It's better to create a list of Google Hangout openers and copy those addresses to that list. So what I do is I always make sure I have an open list. All the people who open my emails, I put them in the list of their own. So if you're watching this and you got this video via an email from me, then guess what? You're on my open list, and you're going to get more great value from me because you're on my open list. If you're getting my emails and you don't open it, I'm probably not going to send you my best stuff. Make sense? Any questions, John or Justine, before I go on to the next slide?
No, that's good.
No questions.
Okay. So the first number, the 6089, is a test list. So I took a bunch of emails that I sent like months ago, and I sent an offer to those people. We have email swipes that come into the back office on our team. What I did is I sent one of those swipes to them, and I see who opened and I see who clicked. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I'm sending more, further down the sales cycle emails to people on at different levels of their list. So the first one of those four, the 6089 982, is where I'm trying to build more people for my open list. Okay. Well, when you're building people for your open list, you want to send them valuable content like this video we're recording right now. And you're going to get a copy of this, and you'll be able to send this to your own people. Okay? I'm going to give you this video that you can use to give people value and give them training so that they can improve their marketing as well. I could charge for this video, but I'm not. I'm giving it as a gift. Make sense? So you want to give free information that actually has perceived value. Now, what is perceived value? Perceived value is you could have charged for it, but you chose not to. That's how I define value. A lot of leaders say, oh, just give people value. And all they do is sit in a hangout and talk about their personal growth stories. To me, that's not value, but then other people perceive that as value. So it really depends on your avatar. Okay, so the 7217 was another test to build my open list. Well, actually, that is an exact sequence. You see that I sent it to 7217 contacts, 1439 opens. Okay, well, those opens then became the next email up in the chain, the 1150 that created 9 opens. So if you just keep recycling, you'll get to a more streamlined list that's really, really laser target focused about your offer. Okay? And this week we're working on the top producer formula. And then over the next month, we're going to be working on the top producer formula. Then the following month, we're going to be working on the team building formula. Okay? So you want to make sure that you pick a target as to what you're promoting in any given time for each list. Okay, clickers. Clickers are people who take action and click on your list. Organize these people into a group of their own. They're action takers, and they deserve extra bonus content. Like this presentation is being sent to my clickers list. And so there it is. I copy these email addresses to a new group. Then I say the name of the program, hyphen click 1. And then I do click 2, click 3, click 4. And then what I do is I combine those click lists into a master click list. Make sense? Okay? So now we have openers, and then we have clickers. Then finally we have buyers. Buyers is the most valuable list you have. You want to be very, very, very nurturing with your buyers. You want to give them additional value, additional free stuff that's not related to a sales offer at the tail end of it. So when someone has bought something from you, even $1, $7, or $9.99, like the top producer event ticket, I mean, where can you get a live 6-hour webcast for $7 anywhere on the internet? No, everyone else is charging like, I mean, I was invited the other day for a $200 hour-and-a-half, 90-minute business presentation. It's just not seen anywhere. So when someone has bought something from you, they deserve their own group. Send a different email to them than you do to your prospects. Your buyers list is your most valuable business asset. Cherish your buyers, and they will support you for years to come. Okay, and so that's one of the things we do is we sell domain names for $9.99, and then that builds our buyers list, and from there we can sell them additional options. Make sense? So you want to find what kind of low entry point, and a low entry point is $1, $7, or $9.99, up to $10 as an early adopter purchase. Okay. John, do you have any questions before I go into this? You still with us?
Yep.
Are you getting some value from this presentation, John?
I love what you're doing because I can make better decisions, and then I can hire you to do it for me.
Yes. Well, very soon I'm not going to be available for hire, but right now I still am. It's part of the problem with passive income. You could just sit on your laurels. Anyway. All right, so this is key, guys. A lot of people don't know that there is another whole industry called business email services. And for my team, and if you're watching this video and you want to join my team, and my team is an extended team, so if you're joining, anyone who's watching this video, there's a button below this video. If you click that button, if you're watching this, or there's a link on it, however you're seeing this, get back to the person who sent you to this video and join their team and they will bring you into my team, and you're going to get all the bonus content that I'm sharing here as well. Part of the bonus content is for me sharing with you the software that I use for business email. It's way different than the opt-in world. What is the opt-in world? Well, John, as you pointed out, the opt-in world is the world of Aweber, Constant Contact, another service that I definitely recommend nobody ever use, called GetResponse. Please, if you're watching this, do not sign up for GetResponse. They shut off my email in the middle of a campaign and did absolutely nothing. They cost me thousands of dollars. I'm telling everyone to boycott this company. They are unethical. Do never use them. Okay, I'm not to be negative. I'm just saying it's just what's so. Aweber is, in my opinion, the best opt-in email service right now. I do not like Constant Contact because they promote their business in the footer. Like, if you're sending an email to your subscribers, do you really want some email service promoting their business, or do you want to promote your business? You want to promote your business. So I recommend Aweber. That's what I use, and that's what a lot of the leaders use as well. But still, these are priced based on the size of your list. Okay? If I have 130,000 people in my list, as I do, I would be spending an absolute fortune on Aweber. Now, I can't get those people into Aweber. Why? Because they're not opt-in. They bought something from us. They're a customer. They're a buyer. They may have put in like a free listing in our directory. We have a website directory with about 22,000 people in the website directory right now. But they opted in, but we have no proof that they opted in to an opt-in service. Opt-in email services are the kind of thing that basically tells you to go ahead and give us your name and email address, and then we will give you some free ebook. Well, in my experience, we did a survey on this the other day. Did you know that 80% of our list has more than 3 email addresses? 3 or more different email addresses. Okay, so if you're giving someone some free information, like a free ebook, are they going to give you their best email address? No, they're going to give you the email address that all their junk mail goes into. That's one of the reasons why you're not going to get a really good response rate. Well, so opt-in email services are priced based on the size of your list versus how many emails are delivered. Business email software allows you to send to groups of customers, and it sends it through your corporate email service if you're a company, or it does the delivery for you on average 1 cent per email, and it gets as low as a ½ cent per email delivered, but you pay based on how many emails are being sent, not on how many people are in your list. Well, the business email software allows you to do some of the things I talked about earlier, because you can copy from list to list, you can organize, you can group, you can remove all the duplicates, you can take care of all these things that are just very, very difficult to do with the opt-in services. So what should you do? Use business email software to grow your big list and segment it into various groups. Use your opt-in software to capture leads and import those leads into your business email software. And then what I do is something called trimming. When someone unsubscribes from my opt-in, I take their email address, and I'm actually working on right now an email address saying, you've been removed, however, we're not going to send you any more promotional offers, but you still get access to our search triggers software. So if you manage your lists and you'll grow your business, can't believe this little hide thing was there the whole time. Let me go back to this. If you manage your lists, you'll grow your business. So what I'm working on at superiorproducer.com is a 3-tier approach. Mindset, using the top producer formula and some of John's training and additional books like Think and Grow Rich. Secondly, search triggers, which I'm going to bring up here in a moment. This right here is how I, if you can see that, do you still seeing my screen, email open rates 2014?
Yes.
Okay. This is our software that we developed called Search Triggers. All I did was I typed in something like email open rates, and then it showed me that right here, what's relevant in Google and Bing is email open rates 2014. So if I uncheck quick, it's now going to tell me that there's only 38 competing pages on the entire internet if I add the number 2014 to it. And if you're watching this, you're also going to get this software as a bonus for our team. Okay? So I'm just going to type in email open rates, and I'm going to run the numbers. We've been developing this software for about 3 years, and John, this is the latest version. You haven't yet seen this, but look at this. Take a look at how much competition there is. Okay? Email open rates has 50,000 competing pages. Okay? Email open rates by industry, 4,100 competing pages. Email open rates on mobile, 1,500 competing pages. But take a look. In 4th position, but with equal relevance both in Bing and Google, only 38 competing pages. That's why the name of this video is called How to Get Email Open Rates, How to Get 60% Email Open Rates in 2014. So if I run now this in YouTube, the numbers change. Now it's going to give me the number of videos that have this in their title. And as you can see, there's 2,000 videos with this, but there are 0 videos with email open rates 2014. Okay? And if I uncheck exact, it actually allows you to do any of the words. Let me see if it makes a difference. It may and may not make a difference. We'll check on that. So this is bonus number 1 for joining our team, is getting this software. And you can make an initial investment of, I think it's $7 now to join the team, and you can click the button below this to get this. This software is still in beta. If you go here right now, let me just show you a couple of things. This is our software. This website will be releasing September 9th. And John, you've been tracking with me on this software for a while. What do you think about search triggers? Because I think, Justine, this is the first time you've seen this, right?
Correct, yes. Never seen it before.
Cool. John, you still with me?
Absolutely. For a little bit longer, I have to get off at the bottom of the hour here, but what do I think about it? Okay, well, I think that people are insane to not have a compass. Okay, I talked about that with their minds, but why would you have a compass with your emails or your websites as well? I mean, without search triggers, you're like flying in the dark, you know?
Right.
So that's what I have to say.
Justine, what do you think about
You want
this?
more from me on that?
Yeah. Well, I just want to get some opinion, just partly because this is our new homepage that's not quite live to the public yet. When people go, like if they just go to searchtriggers.com, we're building a list. So like if you just go to searchtriggers.com, you're going to see something like this come up. And then there should be a popover that happens. Well, I guess the popover is being blocked right now. Let me bring up a different browser.
So
yeah, I mean, you basically get the free version, and there's a sign in, but there's nowhere to register because it's not open yet. It's going to open up to the public soon. But this is our new homepage that basically discusses the 3 tiers of search triggers. This is Search Triggers Plus for Google Plus and for bloggers. This is our entry level. This right here is for business owners. It's our 2nd tier version. And this is for Pro. And now Pro is what we're going to be delivering to our this is really it's kind of a gangster tool. So like if I wanted to go back to here, let me just talk about, let's just look at the word of email marketing in YouTube, okay? Which is what we're doing, like email marketing on YouTube, okay? If I want to see, okay, what should I target in email marketing on YouTube? First thing I want to see are all the different words and how much competition there is. This is the pro version. Look at that. I'm competing against 143,000 other videos in YouTube. Well, which of these, it goes from red, most competitive, yellow, which are sort of like medium, somewhat used terms, and email marketing jobs and metrics. Well, we want to also know what the traffic is. So you want to click this Analyze Traffic button, okay? So when you click the Analyze Traffic button, it now runs a traffic analysis. Okay? It's looking, okay, how much traffic is there, and comparing it to how much competition is there, and it spits out a result. It takes a little bit longer because there's a lot of, okay, so email marketing jobs wins. Now that's probably not something you would normally think. But let's say you're writing a blog post, you should write about email marketing jobs. And you could even go in here and click on this little dot, and it will cascade downward, and Search Triggers has its own search engine built inside of it. You see that?
Wow.
You don't even need to go anywhere else, and now as you're writing your blog post, you can investigate your competition. Now the Pro version lets you see some numbers. Now you don't even see this switch to advanced view if you don't have the Pro version. But if you go to the Pro version, it shows you all the numbers, statistics, the cost per click, the bid value, the dollar value. If you wanted to just advertise in Yahoo Bing alone, you'd be spending $5,000 a month to try to rank there. Okay? But take a look. If I want to go after the email marketing jobs, I could go buy some traffic under this for around 51 cents. And so Search Triggers is telling you the best price to bid. So this is really for professionals, and that's why it's a pro version. But if you're watching this video, get back to the person who sent you, click the button below here, make the $7 investment. It's going to be for a live event that's happening this weekend. There may be something else by the time you see this video. Everyone's charging $7. 7 is the new, $1 these days. Even here at Search Triggers, we have a limited starter edition, which we were testing for 7, and we had 27 spots remaining. I'm going to give you guys an extra bonus. We're discontinuing this version as soon as we fill the remaining spots. I think it's now 22 spots. We have to update the page. But if you come back to the person who sent you to this video and make that $7 investment, and they get back to me, I will activate the same early adopter edition for them at no charge from us, just because they joined your team. John, what do you think about that as a benefit?
Fired up. Anything that helps people, as long as we don't overwhelm them, I'm happy about helping them.
Okay. Justine, what do you think about that? I mean, do you see what I'm trying to convey here? That some people came back to me and say, Vic, I'm sorry, I've already got something going on next Saturday. I can't make it. I said, guys, just buy the $7 ticket anyway, and then become an affiliate, and then sell a few of those tickets to other people. And I will give you Search Triggers free because you made that decision. Justine, could you say that in simpler terms? Do you understand what I'm trying to convey here?
I think it's pretty, if you just, I think if you only pay $7 and you resell the tickets, it's pretty self-explanatory in itself. I think it's great. That's what it's like a way to get people excited about it, and it's only $7, and it's such a great benefit to understand the niche of what you're trying to target.
Yeah, and that's the key, Justine. From a business mind like mine, it's $7 is no big deal. But 6 hours of my time when I think I'm worth $1,000 an hour minimum, okay, now we're talking $6,000. They owe me money. So the thing that has to happen is if you've got this scale, everybody that's listening to this, and the scale is such that you've got one side that's really weighted down, $6,000 versus $7. Whoa! How do I get these two scales back in line? You've got to understand the value on this scale. And so the value is in the beholder's eyes. If we don't do a good job of that, then that's really our, as a marketer, that's our fault. But that's where you've got to look at it and say, and that's where I say if somebody doesn't have a big enough statement of desire in their life, back to what I was saying, then all these things that Victor just gave, I mean, what he just told everybody in this call is super valuable. But if you can't really see how it's going to help you have what you want, unfortunately, we have free will, and we all want to have what's good for me. What's in it for me? The good old with them thing, right? So that's what we do here, Justine, on this team too. Is I like to say that we're very real.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get a little bit esoteric because we think we're super great, with certain things, but we try to stay real. And getting real is, how are we going to help Justine make more money, Victor? If we're not doing that, then she can't, when your man comes back from deployment, you can't take him out and go for a long week somewhere and take him on vacation, right?
Yes.
Or whatever your goals might be. But that's my goal, is to make sure that this translates to money, and that these two scales actually, it goes, whoa, this is way more. This is the one being the $7 ticket and all the value. It's like it weighs down now and shows super huge value. So not to overuse the scale example, but that's how I feel about it, Victor.
I think it's interesting, like how, I mean, I see the value in a sense. It's like, oh, it's so great because I can be intentional with where I'm targeting my business, and I can have so much more time to do other important things. That's the value that I see.
There you go. So it's not just the value of a tool that you can use, although you need that to help what you just said. You want time. That's what I'm trying to get across, everybody in this call, is forget the $7 thing. Are we helping you make money and giving you more time? If we're not doing that, then the $7 thing doesn't matter. It could be $7,000 or it could be $1, like Victor said. It matters in what you think. So if you're looking for something that can help you have a business in a box, that can help you work less hours than you would when I was in Silicon Valley, I can tell you a lot less hours than that, and that can get other people working on your team, because it is a multi-level marketing, but it's a top-tier multi-level marketing. Please, everybody, hear that. Top tier means $3,000 or more can be sold to a person. So this is like top 1% of all MLMs and network marketing. And network marketing has been proven to be an outstanding business to be involved with, or an MLM. But only because of the teamwork, because of the support, because of all that. But not if you're making $20 for something, like some soap you sell for Amway. Excuse me, Amway, don't come after me on that comment, but I mean, I don't do that. I mean, 3,000 or more is where I'm at, and everybody listening to this, that's what this is about. Is big dollars are possible through a team, through support, and it starts. The road to success starts with $7. So give me a break. Sign up for the doggone thing, and everybody that's listening, get on with it, and you'll be able to listen to it later. But come for as much as you can. Again, Victor, you didn't ask for all that, but I gave it to you anyway.
No, it's an organic process.
Okay.
I'm still sharing my screen. I want to just go through a couple of these things just very simply. Like for me, you know me, John. I'm one of these people that's very different. It's like I'm the 1% of the 1%. You send me a link, I'll scan it in 5 seconds. I'll probably buy it or I won't. And the thing is, I'll just buy it and then I'll figure it out. I mean, if it feels right, I'm just going to do it. I don't need a lot of convincing. You know that. I can typically intuitively apperceive that this is a good thing, and I just do it, and then I ask questions later.
There you go, though. But Victor, you
yeah,
are no different than anybody else. I don't want anybody to think that they can't learn from you, because they can learn from you. You take action. You take massive action towards the right things. If this didn't help you in your goals, you wouldn't do it either. And Tina wouldn't let you, your significant other. So it's obvious that it's fitting your needs. So I don't want to get anybody wrong. He doesn't just sign up for any old thing. I couldn't get him to go fishing with me, for example, or something like that. He doesn't sign up for a fishing trip out in the ocean to get seasick. But he will sign up for things that support his goal, which is to help as many people as possible to make money in the area of online. He knows online so well, it's like God has endorsed him to do it almost.
Yeah, it was bestowed.
Jeez.
Okay, so back to business here. Are you guys still seeing my screen?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this right here is the screen of the webcast happening tonight. It's going to happen tonight. There's going to be another one on Thursday night. These are free webcasts where the people inside the organization will be doing live Q&A. And the purpose of this video is to let people know about us, the bonuses that we're offering, the additional trainings that we're giving when people make a decision to join our team. Now, when you click the button below this video, you're going to see this form. Why? Because we want you to make the commitment of the $7. Hopefully, you've learned enough in this video to make that $7 investment. And then whether you are able to attend the event on Saturday or not, just make that $7 investment and get yourself into the system. Like I remember up until a couple of weeks ago, you had to make you know this, Justine, you had to make a $20 per month commitment to become an affiliate. You had to buy a blog for $25 a month. There was all this. There's never been a lower entry into getting a back office. Mm-hmm. Now, what is a back office? And I don't want to digress here too much, but a back office is, if I go into my back office, this is what you get. Is you get a back office, and inside the back office, you can see here's private posts, private information, private videos that we give to our team only. And my Twitter marketing method is working. You get all of this information in your back office. We're not going to email it to you. Because as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of email because we're not getting high open rates except for our customers. So once you become a customer, then you probably will, you'll start paying attention to this stuff. But guess what? You don't even need to check your email. Take a look at this key right here. This is a teaching. I want to give you guys a teaching here. Okay? Success tip. Log into your back office before you check your email. Okay? We're asking everyone on our team to do that. Why? Because I can post something to you. Like I'm going to post the video. Watch this. We're actually live right now. I would say our latest hangout. Okay? I can just click add video. I can embed the URL directly from this live stream that we're doing. Here's my link. I copy it. I paste it. And now I've added this video directly into the back office. Did I need to email it to you? No. Okay? I sent it to all our team members. I hit publish. And there we are. So now, Justine, if you want to see our latest hangout and have a replay of this, you'll see it's right in here.
Yes.
Okay? So it's very easy for us to communicate with our team, but for our team to reach us, we need to have a back office. So the way you get the back office is by making the $7 investment, which gets you into the flow of being interested in this. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Have you logged into your back office today yet?
No.
Okay. Well, so remember the mantra: log into your back office, then follow your Facebook groups, and your Google Plus is actually a really good place to hang out, and then check your email. Okay? Because the important information that's timing critical, you can miss something if you don't log into your back office first. So those of you, let me show you one last thing here that you want to do. You want to pick in your username. Your username is the most important thing. Choose wisely. Usernames cannot be changed. This is going to be your ID. Like right here, whenever you send people to the webcast, you just tack on your ID, like you would, put in your ID, Justine, up here. Email this people out, and then when people go to the webcast, if they buy the product, you get the commissions. That's how it works.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
So then people put in your billing details, make the $7 investment. It's a secure authentication form. You agree to the terms, blah, 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 and then make sure that the person who sent you is listed down here, that their affiliate ID is right here, and then get access. I'm going to be live on Saturday with this event. I'm going to be live with you guys tonight. I'm going to be writing to you as search triggers, so watch for me because that's our Twitter channel. For more information about search triggers, go to twitter.com/search triggers. And we're going to be doing additional trainings for our team. All inside of the Search Triggers channel for you guys. We find that we actually get a lot of engagement through our Twitter channel. Do you have a Twitter channel, Justine?
Yes, I do. It's under Feng Shui by Justine.
Okay.
Is there a way to feng shui hats, Justine?
Okay. Any last? Yeah, that was my Skype trying to call. Listen, guys, I got to run. Please, guys, go fill out the form. Get your tickets. We will see you at the live free event tonight and Thursday night. And if you're on our team and you missed one of these events, I'll make sure that you guys get a replay. And there are no replays for the Saturday event, although you can buy a video of the replay later, but it costs more than $7. So for $7, you can attend the event live, decide if this business is right for you. You're going to get the bonuses. You're going to get the search triggers bonus. Get back to the person that referred you to this video. Click the button below this video. Fill out this form all the way. Pop in your credit card, and we will see you on the beaches of the world. Any last words, Justine, and then John?
I think for now I'm good.
What are you going to do between now and tonight to put the word out about this video? I'm going to give you a special private link.
Okay.
In our Success Mastermind Hangout.
Let's see.
This right here is our Success Mastermind Hangout. So I'm going to create a link for you, and inside of that link will be this video. It'll have the same layout. It's going to have this information for this, and there's going to be a button. So all you need to do is send that link to people, and they'll be able to watch it.
Okay. It sounds pretty easy and self-explanatory.
Okay. John, any last words about the filling out this form?
Oh, now you're getting specific about what I can talk about, Justine. See what he's doing here? I can't digress like I like to. I'm just kidding you. Victor, about filling out the form?
Yeah, because when we look at the numbers, we're seeing a lot of people are opening, a lot of people are clicking, but people are not yet filling out this form. And I have to emphasize that we can't really give everyone all the things we want to give them if they don't fill out this form.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's just say this. What do you have to lose? If you're here this far, you're meant to be this far. Complete the form. In other words, there are no coincidences, everybody. Bridges lead to the next bridge. Somehow there's a bridge that led you here. You were sitting in your, looking at your email on your way on a trip, and why did you pop up into Victor's email? I mean, that was what Justine said. And all of you got your own reason, but that bridge led to this bridge. So fill out the form. You're meant to fill it out. I mean, you know, you always say, bring the horse to water. Well, you got to fill it out. We can't drink the water. That's it, Victor.
Yeah, and Justine, what would you say on the same level of that? Because I'm a numbers guy, just like I said in my PowerPoint. When I see a lot of people are clicking through, but they're not fully filling out the form, what do you think is going on in people's minds?
I think they're questioning themselves, or if it's really worth it, or will they find value in it, or it's wasting. They might think that it's going to waste their time, etc. But I mean, you won't know until you fill it out and figure it out for yourself.
You know, Justine, I mean, you hit something so correct there. And Victor, I know you want to go, but here's the last thing. The thing I find the most, right after people not figuring out what they want in life, and therefore finding what's going to help them do it, the next thing is they get there and they go, I don't think I can do this. I just don't think, I don't think that I personally can. Maybe Victor can. Maybe Justine and John can. But I don't think I can do this. And I say, yes, you can. But you got to make a choice and a decision to do it. And then your life changes. But until if you're sitting on the fence, which really hurts, like, you know, don't sit on the fence. You want to get off the fence and get on with the choice of doing this. And if you're this far, it's obvious that you're meant to be. So stay with us and enjoy.
Yeah. So Justine, what do you say we do another event like this, but only for people who are made a decision to join us? And one of my goals here in doing this was to introduce you to the business and also help you get started. Do you have more time? You have to run off and do something else.
I have time right now.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to create another private hangout, and we're going to make this hangout available and the replay available to all the people that are making the decision right now to make to click that $7 and fill out that form and get their back office. And we're going to post this video in the back office. Inside this video, I'm going to set up Justine with her back office, show her how to blog inside of the back office, show her how to get stuff going in and out of that thing, and also how to use search triggers so that she can start getting going with this business. So if that's of interest to you and you'd like to watch me coach Justine, click the button below this video, make the decision, join our team, and we will see you in the next training. I'm really looking forward to serving you and growing your business. Okay. Take care and aloha. Justine,
Yes.
camera's on you. You have such a smiling, sweet face. You're the next leader. I could see it right now.
I don't know.
Camera's on you. We could just say goodbye to everyone. For some reason, my video is not showing anymore, but I'm so tickled pink, and you're all pink right now. That you're like the I know. You're the kind of person that makes me have faith that this business is for real. I mean, guys, you don't really understand. I have had over 1 million banners go out on the internet, tens of thousands of people opting in, and then out of the blue, something I did a year ago brought Justine into my life. That's the magic of this business, okay? Justine, what message would you have to people who are still sitting on the fence?
Let's hope that her husband or significant other is not watching on deployment right now.
No, he's not on deployment. He's at work though. I guess it's, I don't know, like just trust your gut and do something for yourself and try it out and see what comes of it. You can only, the way you can deter from the current path that you're at is taking one foot and taking one step in front of the other towards your ultimate goal and where you're trying to go in life. That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a training, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Hangout.
Awesome.
Bye now.
Bye.